Guys, load my toolbox into Louise. I'm a little excited. We're going on a cruise with the boys. Yep, here we go. Hello. Yeah. Let Louise warm up a little bit. Yeah, there's gonna be a bunch of us. We're gonna have some friends that are missing because they had other stuff to do naturally. But yeah, I'm gonna go pick up my buddy Steve with the '69 Superbird on the way. Meet up and go for a ride up the road. This is a car club out of Belleville, Illinois. They meet down there. This is not their Octane Cruise. That's a cool name though, but they are going up there. Anyway, so yeah, and my one buddy Drew, he's got a son who bought a '69 Roadrunner 4-speed. So yeah, all right, there we go. Guys, yeah, going on a cruise. Big deal for me, really. My wife's handicapped, so I don't get out much. So when I'm testing this car, I got to go to some measures, take some measures to be able to take it for a ride. And to do a deal like this, I'm excited, honestly. So anyway, yeah, you guys saw the testing videos. Well, I changed that distributor. Remember I broke down? Yeah. I'm like, there's something wrong. I called Pertronics. They're like, send it in, we'll fix it. And I'm like, no, screw that. It was brand new. So Summit Racing, and I'm sure Jake's is the same. They overnighted me one. That was a Thursday. I had that thing in the car Friday afternoon. Yeah. And not only that, I kicked her down another notch on the wideband. So I'm at 13 now. We'll see. Anyway, enough of that boring stuff. We'll catch up to our buddies up there in Little Town in a minute.
I'm sorry. Trying to get
Want to get in?
No.
Gang's here. 60 Mercury wagon with a 5-speed. Yep. Everybody else is here. It's our group. Hear me all right? Yeah, we're down about half the cars now. One of the hot rods, yeah, a coilover shock on the front and the upper bulb broke. So yeah, so some of them were behind us. That's unfortunate, and that slowed things down. So we take it to the interstate now, and just to make up some time. I mean, I got all afternoon, but not everybody does. So yeah, that's where we are. Blasting along the interstate behind the Superbird. It wasn't bad, was it? 85. Here it is. It's like an old IHOP.
John, stand in front of your car.
You guys must have been flying to catch up. Not too bad. We took a shortcut.
Oh, you did?
We saw you guys, we went back, maybe 5 minutes later we left.
They made it. Everybody made it. Yep. Took a bolt in and off they went.
I can't imagine what that bike would actually cost us.
I know it. Yeah, this is four gear no less. In a Mopar, but what is it, 70? Yep. SS 396. This is cool. 55, I guess. And the Mopars. Who's gonna break down on the way home?
What?
Who's gonna break down on the way home? Not me, I hope.
Nobody said she's out there.
Yeah, right. Nobody now. She is, huh? 302.
Yeah.
How tough is that? Ah, there's a room. '68, I think. Here we go. Hey guys, yeah, that was a good time. It's all about the ride, man. You know, 2-lane roads. So this car club out of Southern Illinois, they the one guy happens to be a Mopar guy, so of course we really like him. He organizes this stuff. He's got that, I think it's a 70 Duster that his folks bought new, and he's raced it, hot rodded it, tubbed it, brought it back. Yeah, so that was his baby. So yeah, it was a Jesus, I think it probably for them 150-mile round trip on 2-lane roads till one of the hot rods broke down. They got it fixed, got back on the road, so that was good. Caught up to us, and then we went down more 2-lane roads. Some of you might look at some of the features of Illinois here and say, well, wow, you know, they're just a bunch of flat fields, but yeah, it's my home. I dig it. Honestly, sometimes the smell of manure kind of makes me homesick. Yeah, I'm not joking. So anyway, Louise did outstanding. There's a radiator full of bugs. She is getting a little warm, okay? She's timed. She's leaned out. Guys, I knocked down 15 miles per gallon since my last video. Wideband is working well. You know, that wideband's kind of addictive that I don't want to take it out. I almost want to mount it, you know. But anyway, so yeah, I mean, she's running 200, okay? And I didn't think that was bad. We used to put 192, 197 thermostats in. A couple days after this cruise, I went and visited Rick's Parts. Going to talk about him in a second. Anyway, and I said, yeah, I'm running 200. He's like, oh my God, you're going to warp stuff. I'm like, you're going to warp anything, Rick? Come on, you know, we used to run these. Yeah, well, let's see how she starts when she's hot. Well, whatever. But he made me think. So I called Larry Griffith. I'm like, Larry, I'm running at 200. I said, but, you know, I said, when I hit construction traffic, she got up to 210. And Larry's like, that ain't great. I'm like, I know. I still don't have a problem with 200, honestly. But the problem is that radiator is not made for this engine. You know, it was made for a 335 horse, 383 or whatever, the 426, you know, 450 horse. All right, so that's the problem. It's a 3-core, you know, record. You're not got a lot of money in that. So what I thought about doing was maybe putting a pusher fan in, a Durali, and just switching it. So when I did come into traffic, she would come down. But after talking to Larry, I'm like, okay, well, I might have to do something more expensive, aggressive. So anyway, yeah, Rick's Parts. Rick makes Superbird parts. He at one time had 17 bird cars. He sold one to Mark Warman, Graveyard Cars, a red with a white striped Daytona. And Warman wanted him up there, but it was like 3 weeks to film 1.5 hour episode. And he's like, I can't. So Rick's down in Metropolis, Illinois, down across the Ohio River from Paducah. And I've been talking to Rick for the last couple years, you know, about maybe going down. He's at the car shows and stuff. And I said, can I do a video? He makes headlight buckets, he makes brackets, he makes hood extensions for the Superbirds. You know, it's just goes on and on. And he said, as soon as I got down there, I started busting out my camera. He's like, oh yeah, no, they wanted me on TV. I'd rather not film. I'm like, okay, that's cool. I got to go for a ride. And I enjoyed the hell out of it. So anyway, he's got a 79 Macho that is a 440 truck. Of course, we all know 78 was the last year for the 440s. He says every bracket, every motor mount, everything in there is 440 stuff. So I don't know if they switched it. He doesn't know. I guess he didn't check a VIN, but it's there. And he says this has just got a driver quality paint. Well, listen, I mean, this is outstanding. So here's a couple pictures of that. Okay, so when I called him, he was unloading a 68 Charger, 383 HP, triple green, F8 green, that he's been pursuing for a while evidently. And yeah, so he finally got it. It's Arizona car with about 30,000 miles on it. I have no idea what he paid. The way it is, you know, he says his paint's been on there 20 years. He said I bet he paid 50 grand for it. Comes with perfect trim, chrome, stainless. Interior is, you know, buckets and all that, you know. So yeah, I only got one shot of that. And of course, it wouldn't be Rick's Parts without a Superbird. So back in the room there, he's got a Superbird. He's keeping the Charger. The Superbird, yeah, he makes nose cones pieces, and I got a shot of that, some of the leaded paint on the fender that's original, and back window glass plug and all that. So I think that was I forgot what he said. I think it was a lime green car. I don't know what motor was in it. he's got a 6-pack motor sitting there ready to go. I guess it's for that. I didn't ask. We talked. We just bull crapped. And Rick actually has a barbecue coming up in a couple weeks where he'll get 60, 70 cars there or more. I'm gonna get his Facebook link. I'll put it on. I'll put Rick's parts on. I'll put in the motor heads. It's an old Stuckey's up there, and put that in. So try not to get too long here. My daughter used my diesel 6-speed truck. She wanted to go camping. Okay, she drives a 5-speed car. All my kids learned to drive, you know, I insisted that they get them. Well, I come home and I walk up and I see this is sticking out. I'm like, okay. At first I just see this and I'm like, okay, the wind caught it, blah blah blah, and I'm like, what the hell, I can't push it in. Well, there's that. I had glanced and seen this, right? I'm like, smart girl, conscientious, do anything for you, but sometimes she leaves, her brain leaves the building. So anyway, yeah, she parked it here, went to look at her damn strawberries over there, and it rolled down the hill. Thank God it hit the tree, I guess, and not the neighbor's house across the street, because my truck would have been gone. Of course, it's only got liability and whatever. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go to the junkyard. And as I'm looking at it, I realize there's bolts missing. She's gonna pay for the bumper. I am not. I'm getting a new one. The hell with this, going and laying on ballast rock and getting a rusty bumper. So it's on the way. I'll be tearing it apart. So while I'm at the yard, brand new headlight was in there. I don't know if this is jacked up in here inside or not, because these are brand new. 20 bucks at the yard. Grabbed a whole ton of bumper bolts, and the truck I was pulling this out had the PCM up there, the computer. Okay, so I was like, well, all right, those are always gone, and I grab them, and then I go and look at the VIN on the door because the core support's gone. Well, hell, it's a 96 5.9 liter truck, 360. Well, guess what the shop truck is? A 96 5.9 liter, and they were built a month apart, or 6 months apart. So that cost me 20 bucks for a PCM. I thought, I'm gonna throw it in here because right now I've got a check engine light because of the automatic transmission's gone, and I will not pass emissions in a year, March of next year, because that even counts too. So hell, I threw it in there, running, driving. I made my daughter take the truck last night. She was going to visit friends. I figured if it's gonna break down, she can get broke down on. Yeah, I'm not really cruel, but so whatever. Anyway, so yeah, I got a PCM for 20 bucks that works. I have several, but they're 5.2 liters and whatnot, you know. Anyhow, so yeah, that's where I'm at. Next one you're gonna see, I'm gonna start on the CUDA. I'm gonna clone it into a 70 vinyl clone. I got grill paint coming, got all my crap. I'm actually gonna paint. I'm gonna paint the header myself. See how bad I can screw that up. So anyway, yeah, that's coming. Anyway, guys, thanks. It's been fun, and yeah, saga continues with the truck and everything. See ya.